So years ago, I made this play-along CD to go with my book. And one of the reasons actually I stopped selling my book was because that nobody buys CDs anymore. Well, that's not exactly true, because people are buying my CDs as hard copies because it's kind of cool, or because people still like CDs, but it's not high volume, right, like it used to be. And the bottom line is, when you talk about a play-along CD, nobody has a CD player to play them on. So that's a good reason why nobody's buying the play-along CD. Nobody needs that. So the charm of the book really, it still remains as it always was, where I'm using it with my students one-on-one. So I was selling them to my students and without the play-along CD. But then my daughter came to me and said, you could put the play-along on YouTube, and then anybody who sees your videos would be able to use it and play along with it. And of course, that never occurred to me, because I'm doing all of these videos just for the love of God and my family, so that they can have some of my ideas that I've always used in my teaching studio down the road, and they could learn all of this stuff that they grew up hearing. They've all expressed an interest in it. So now I'm doing this for them and for some friends, and that's kind of why it's in the corner, and why I say at the beginning of the video, when you come to my channel, my intro thing is basically you can subscribe or not. It's not because I don't care. It's literally because I'm doing this for the love of it. So if anybody finds this, that's cool. But I'm not working to be found. So that's why these things are so organic, and why I'm so laid back in the presentation, because it's really about sharing with whoever would benefit from it, and that means you. So now, knowing I could do the play-along CD, I thought, well, let me do a quick demo of how to use it, and then we can actually put it up here, and you could be using it too with all the other things I'm teaching, and that would be way cool. So without further ado, here is my blues book play-along CD. I have this in all 12 keys. I'm going to give you the first one in the key of C, and I hope you can benefit from it. And so I'm going to use the things we've talked about to this point. So guide tones in my left hand, and triads, seventh chords, guide tones in my right hand. Staying very simple, and let you see how good it can sound when it's applied and in a nice groove. Basically, the play-along CD is a glorified metronome. I programmed the bass line on my Zoom, I programmed the drums, and I just wanted something that would keep the time, keep good time, like, in other words, the bass player is on the front of the quarter note, where he's always supposed to be in good jazz, real jazz, true jazz, unless you're playing laid back, which we'll talk about later. There's different ways of playing. But in terms of grooving hard and keeping a good solid medium jazz groove, you want that bass player on the front of the quarter note. You want your kick drum on the front of the quarter note, and the parts of your kit in the center, some back and some ahead. All good drummers know what I'm talking about. And then pianist is right in the middle of that pocket, and can shift on any part of the quarter note, and we'll talk about these things later. But I just wanted to explain the groove and how I came up with that. So here it is. Enjoy. Next time.